He told me when the economy was going to crash. And all my friends that I had told about the dinar were celebrating the dinar revalue. The Dow Jones has dropped today, and it was thousands of points. Like the largest drop in the history of the United States had happened that fast.
That is actually not an original prophecy. The details have been ripped from the pages of scripture and passed off as new revelation. I'm going to talk about that right now on Bible Issues. Hi guys, I am Denver Chady and this is Bible Issues, the channel that gives you biblical answers to difficult questions. So Brandon Biggs is the prophet who prophesied the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And in my previous video, I explained Brandon Biggs' modus operandi. So he basically takes prophecies from the Bible, repurposes them, adds some modern details, throws in America, throws in Israel, and he passes it off as new revelation, right? Most of the prophecies that I've seen from him. And since I did that video, I saw this new prophecy. Well, it's not really a new prophecy about the Iraqi Dinar. And I felt I needed to discuss that one as well because it gives us a golden opportunity to look into the mind of Brandon Biggs to see how he comes up with his prophecies. So I'm going to play that prophecy and I'm going to react to it as we go along.
He told me when the economy was going to crash, and I saw it, okay? So then I went inside, and all my friends that I had told about the dinar were celebrating the dinar revalue.
All right, so as it's being presented here, it appears as though he gave this prophecy about the dinar in the past, I believe maybe 10 years ago. And basically he's saying that the Iraqi dinar, which is their currency, is going to increase in value sometime in the future. And those, of course, who bought it when it was low will become millionaires and they're going to increase their gains. All right, now it may sound like that prophecy is completely out of the blue, right? Because who in their right mind would think that Iraq, which is right now just desert and sand, okay, who would think that they could become a major superpower and their currency is going to increase in value that much? But that is not really completely out of the blue. It is actually based on an interpretation of scripture. In Revelation chapter 18, it says, "And he, an angel, cried mightily with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. The merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury." So it portrays this Babylon the Great as a great kingdom that appears to be a major world superpower. And in Revelation chapter 18, they're going to be destroyed. So there are a lot of interpretations about what exactly is Babylon the Great. Some people who are preterists believe that they were the past Roman Empire. But most Christians are futurists. Some of them believe that Babylon the Great is going to be the revived Roman Empire. Some people believe it is Israel. Some people even believe it's the United States of America or whichever superpower exists at the time of the end. But there is a minority of people who believe that Babylon the Great is literally Iraq. That's because ancient Babylon stood where present-day Iraq is located. So if Babylon the Great is Iraq, and if that is going to be a future superpower, a future economic superpower, then naturally you would expect that their currency is going to go up as well. And anybody who invested in that currency when it was low in value are going to become millionaires and billionaires. All right. Now, of course, there are a number of things we don't know. We don't know, first of all, whether Babylon the Great is even literally Iraq, how far into the future this is, and we don't know if they're going to keep their same currency. All right. So all of those things are unknown. Nevertheless, that prophecy was actually based on that specific interpretation, and he's just furnishing modern day details to make it sound realistic.
And they were all rejoicing over their prophetic gain, their gains from the blessing.
All right. So that's what you call a Freudian slip. He said they're rejoicing over their prophetic gains. What he meant to say was their prophets with an F, prophet with an F is different from prophet with a PH. Although, nowadays you probably wouldn't think that there is a difference between them.
And they were standing on a Persian rug. All the people that had invested into the dinar and to the stock market. So I said, but I got to warn them what's coming. I got to warn them what's coming, but they did not hear. The people were all standing on the rug. And all of a sudden, that rug was ripped out from underneath their feet.
All right, so in the vision now, he's seeing people standing on a Persian rug, meaning that they are standing on the strength of the Iraqi dinar, the Iraqi currency. Now, technically, Persia is not Iraq, all right? Persia is Iran. Babylon is Iraq. But since I guess there is no Babylonian rug, a Persian rug will have to do. And I guess for an American, that's close enough. And so what that is representing now is that they're standing on the strength of the Iraqi currency. And now that rug is yanked from under their feet, meaning that just as it skyrocketed, now it's going to crash.
And there was a screen on the wall, the TV, and all of a sudden it said, the Dow Jones has dropped today, and it was thousands of points in a matter of days. Like, I don't know if it was a day or an hour or whatever, but it was just, I saw the number over, like the largest drop in the history of the United States had happened that fast.
All right, so he said that the stock market and the dinar are going to crash, and very interesting choice of words. He couldn't tell whether this is going to happen in 1 day or 1 hour. Look at Revelation 18:8. Therefore, her, referring to Babylon the Great, which is portrayed as a great harlot, therefore her plagues will come in 1 day, death, mourning, famine, and she will be utterly burned with fire. For in 1 hour your judgment has come. For in 1 hour such great riches came to nothing. So again, it may seem as though he's just pulling that out of the air, right? He's presenting it as if, well, in the vision, I can't tell. God is not showing me whether it's 1 day or 1 hour. Well, I can't tell if it's 1 day or 1 hour either, because the Bible uses both sets of vocabulary. Okay? That is coming straight from the pages of scripture. And once again, he's passing it off as new revelation, because I am sure most of the people who follow him never read Revelation chapter 18.
And everybody that was standing on that Persian rug had lost everything. And they started weeping and started crying out, oh God, we lost everything. And they were so upset.
All right, so people will weep and lament when they lose everything. Let's look at Revelation 18:9. The kings of the earth who committed fornication and lived luxuriously with her, Babylon the Great, will weep and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. And they threw dust on their heads, and they cried out, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, that great city in which all who had ships on the sea became rich by her wealth, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. So you can see again all the details. The reference to Babylon being a future world superpower, the reference to their destruction in 1 day, 1 hour, and people weeping over their fall. All of that is from Revelation chapter 18. That's his playbook. He takes prophecies from the Bible and he repurposes them. He furnishes them with modern day details, throws in America, throws in Israel, notice the references to the stock market, and he passes it off as new revelation. That's what he does. That's his playbook. Now, somebody may say, well, then why are you criticizing him? His prophecies are obviously accurate because they're in the Bible. No. They are not prophecies at all, because it's not like God is independently revealing to him something that's in the Bible. There is no point in that. There is no point in God revealing to somebody what's already in the Bible. He is taking it from the Bible and passing it off as new revelation. So, if you are a follower of Brandon Biggs, I'm not condemning you. I actually congratulate you for reaching this far into the video. But I have a challenge for you. Whenever he gives a prophecy, I want you to search the scriptures to see if you could find where in the Bible he might have gotten that prophecy from. At least a Bible study will do you some good, because his prophecies will not. I'm not going to devote my entire YouTube channel to Brandon Biggs. I'm going to move on to other things next time, and I will only revisit Brandon Biggs when or if something remarkable comes up. All right, if you're interested in stuff like this, Bible teaching, short sermons, biblical answers to difficult questions, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you wish to be notified whenever I put a new video out, and make sure you check for my new videos every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for watching, God bless you, and I will see you all next time.